Alright, let us continue. This bitch is angering me.
Other items that you might not need? Or are you killing the absolute bare amount that you need? These are questions we have to ask ourselves.
That is a question you can ask from a position of being
Hey, I love a good
options.
question. Here's the thing.
Alright, hold on. Okay, I gotta read because she put so much fucking text on her screen, you know? Alright. Oh no, you are right. Owning pets is not really vegan. Where's Casper? Okay, he left. Whew, he can't know. Just asking, isn't owning pets kind of wrong if you are real vegan? Same thing as me saying I care about the environment, but I still drive a V8 diesel truck. What? Oh no. Feed her bones to Casper? No, Casper deserves better. I said now I can give Casper choices on what he can eat, and he will not eat this vegan bitch's bones. So she says, you are right, owning pets is not really vegan. She says, we only feed Bella vegan dog food. We love all animals. We don't think it's right to pay anyone to kill them for us. Since dogs can be vegan, we decided that was the best decision for our family. She's been vegan since August 2017. Okay, there's a lot to unpack in just this paused screenshot. The fact that she's also wearing I am not a nugget, that is a reference to a PETA game. And y'all know how I feel about PETA. I fucking hate PETA. So, let's talk about, we gotta unpack a couple things here, right? The first one is that dogs cannot be fed vegan diets. It is ethically not okay to do that. My sister, for example, I have a sister, and she's been vegan for years. She recently had to switch to being a vegetarian because she became anemic, essentially. She had a lot of problems with nutrients and a whole host of things I'm not gonna get into. My sister has a dog and a cat, and even though she is vegan, vegetarian conscious, plant-based, whatever, though, like, she will still be in the kitchen, you know, cutting up chicken and prepping it and everything for her pets, because you have to give dogs and cats, you have to give your pets a diet that is sustainable for them and is healthy for them. A vegan diet is one of the worst fucking things you can do to your pet. It is actual fucking torture. Let's see here. Is it healthy for dogs to be vegan? So it says dogs can do well on a carefully designed vegan diet. So the answer is kind of, apparently. Okay, I'm reading that it's not very good. And it has to do with the fact that a dog's digestive tract is much shorter than a human's. So it's saying that dogs have here, let me just put this on the screen. It says dogs have a hard time breaking down cellulose. I think I said that right. Cellulose. So you may notice that if you give your dog a chunk of raw carrot, it comes out looking much the same at the other end, so he doesn't absorb any nutrients from that carrot. So that's, yeah, that is a check with your vet first kind of thing. Again, dogs are built to eat meat. Your dog's teeth, jaw structure, and the length of the bowel have not evolved. Those sharp, pointy teeth are there for tearing flesh and meat apart, and his strong jaw is no coincidence. It makes crunching bone and cartilage a breeze. As humans, our digestive tract is longer and our teeth are flatter, making it essential for us to grind our food to small bits and process through. Eating meat and bone mechanically support the way dogs' bodies function. Like, that's pretty fucking clear to me. So dogs' digestive systems need to be much more acidic than humans. Meat is acidifying, while plants are usually alkalinizing. I know it's alkaline, but alkalinizing. So again, usually that's the deal. And of course, this right here is if the meat is processed in a bad plant, it'll have a lot of the hormone cortisol and things like that can also fuck with your dog. So it's important for them to have a meat-based diet, but to also for you to be like careful of where that meat's being sourced. So don't, pick shit fucking food plate. What's a shit one? Is it like Hills or something? I don't know. There's a couple bad ones out there. This one at Purina, didn't they kill a bunch of dogs a couple years ago accidentally by their like food being processed poorly? I may just remember that poorly, but I don't know. It seems pretty understood for me. So dogs need the bits. What are the bits? Well, they're not found in vegetables for starters. So these are the other parts, you know, of the animal. They're body parts that are often thrown out by the butcher, but they are great for your dog. It's an appalling waste, not only from the perspective of the poor animal that gave its life, but also because of the tremendous nutritional value of these parts. But I would think, yeah, eat all of it, treat it, or whatever it needs to do, and your dog can have it as snacks. I mean, that's what bully braids are, bully sticks or whatever. Those are the the bone or whatever inside a bull pee-pee. So I mean, Casper loves them. Lots of dogs love those things and love different parts and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, if you're wasting it, that's not good. But other, like, dogs, pets, they need this shit. So to put a dog on a vegan diet is dangerous for them. But let's go back to Miss Actual Karen here, and what she says.
You are absolutely right. It is not really vegan to have any kind of a pet. The only exception would be when you are trying to help to save an animal. So Bella was adopted.
Alright, I forgot. We didn't even get to part 2 of this bullshit of why I don't like her. So she follows under a PETA ideology that you should not own pets. Here's the point where we're at when it comes to the whole, like, we shouldn't be owning pets shenanigans, right? A lot of dogs, cats, certain breeds of animals are domesticated. And what that means is they're not going to do well for themselves in the wild anymore, right? They rely on humans for feeding them, right? So, you know, the idea, oh, we shouldn't own pets. Like, if I, you know, took Casper's collar off, removed his little, or had a vet take out his little, whatever it is that they implant under his skin, so in case he ever gets lost, they can, like, scan it and bring him back to me or whatever. If I took all those things off and put Casper in the wild, right, and just took him out to the woods and left him there, Casper would die. Casper would not fucking make it because he doesn't know how to hunt. He has no pack. Dogs in particular are pack animals. None of this would make sense. None of this shit would make sense. Like, all you would be doing would be sending your pet out to fucking die. And that's, like, as a vegan person who claims to not want to hurt animals or anything, can you have that on your conscience as well? Like, are you okay with that, with telling someone, like, oh yeah, the pet, you know, your buddy that you love and care for and make sure it has the best life it can possibly have, yeah, put it outside. And that's it. Just put it outside and let it figure itself out. It's not going to figure itself out. And the fact that even in this, you are right, owning pets is not really vegan. And then she goes on to talk about how she herself owns a pet is just, it's hilariously hypocritical that this is literally the epitome of do as I say, not do as I do. And so she goes, oh my god, so for the fucking guilt that I feel of owning a dog, I'm gonna make this dog suffer through its whole life and be vegan. Like, what the actual fuck? Like, how does that make any sense whatsoever? Let's leave this because she's just gonna piss me off with the same nothingness here. Oh, that's a scene change, but the same shirt. Cool. So she made multi-fucky-wuckies in one day. Okay, so this person comments and she's literally forcing people to become vegan. Oh boy, let's hear what she's got to say now.
You little cutie patootie.
Oh.
I am not forcing you to be vegan. I am not literally forcing you to do anything. I am here minding my own business.
All right, there it is. The English teacher is coming out of her because she is literally using the attitude and the behavior of, can I go to the bathroom? I don't know, can you? What she's doing is she's deflecting the entire statement here and instead just focusing on the word literally and its traditional definition and not what the is the word canonical? I don't think that's the right word. But what the word is transforming into. So literally is being used now as an emphasizer in sentences in, I guess, English slang, English diction. And so I'm literally not forcing you to do anything. I'm literally not doing anything. It's the same art colloquial. Thank you, Air. I am having quite a cow today with figuring out my words. Thank you. The colloquial meaning of the word has changed. Literally no longer means, means the I don't know, the exemplifier of the actual thing being emphasized, right? Like, I am literally talking into a microphone to you right now. That is what is happening here. But she is using the traditional wording for literally without context of what it actually means, especially on TikTok. To most people on TikTok, because most people use TikTok, I would argue, are younger. Probably younger than me, unfortunately, too. I hate to say that, but I think that's a reality. But she's taking a traditional, outdated teacher versus student passive-aggressive approach to this comment to prove her point. And again, all that does is it discredits your point, because you can't even, you don't have a rebuttal. You just were like, haha, I've got them grammatically, like... So the comment says she's literally forcing people to become vegan. And so she's focusing on the word literally here. But this is just an emphasizer in this sentence. And it's pretty obvious. And I feel with English teachers, they know and they understand this. They just choose to be fucking dickholes about it. Like what she's choosing to do here because it suits her narrative better. Let's continue.
Is doing my own little TikTok account. You can come and go. You can decide to block me. Literally forcing somebody is taking them and pinning them down. Like if I took you, okay, and I forced this banana down your throat and pushed it down, that's literally forcing you.
I started choking on water at this. I couldn't. I'm sorry. I literally... More sexual references. I don't know why she has to talk about forcing bananas down your throats. It's weird. That is literally assault, which she will debate. Yeah, pinning someone down. Why is she using uncomfortable phrasing? Like, it's quite uncomfy. That is a banana Karen. Oh, I thought you were gonna say a banana-fied, like a bona fide Karen. The first doggy. Sorry, I'm putting puns in your mouth that are terrible. I should keep them. All right, let's continue.
To be vegan. I'm not doing that, sweetheart. All right? You know who's literally forcing people to do things? It is the farmers and the abusers.
All right, so there we go. So she says that she's not forcing anyone to do anything. You can go to her page, you can block her, blah, 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 blah. And then she goes, do you know who is forcing you to do things? And then she goes on to say, the farmers. And the abusers, apparently. Apparently she said the F slur in one of her videos and it was never taken down. What? I'm sorry, she fucking what? That's gross. I hate her. Why am I unsurprised, to be totally honest? So she says, I am not literally forcing you to do this. But then she goes, do you know who's literally forcing you? So yeah, last time, exactly, thank you. What Cupcake the Ghost says in the chat. Last time I checked, farmers don't force steaks down your throat. So the logic, works for her, but not for anyone else. So it's, do as I say, not do as I do. Again, this is this mentality in the same TikTok. A matter of it being seconds apart. Seconds apart. Again, fucking credible that you can be this ignorant. Like, the ability to be this ignorant is just wild. But let's continue.
Who are literally forcing the cows to be raped, holding them down, raping them.
Now, something that you guys know that I don't like, that PETA does, is PETA uses essentially animal gore, which is horrific, but they use animal gore to attempt to make their points, right? And the point is, that all that does is it detracts people from your message. If you have the best fucking message in the world, but this is how you attempt to get it out, by using graphic visuals. And again, remember, this vegan teacher lady used to teach children and claims that this is an account to teach people how to become vegan.
Putting the sperm in there without their consent, stealing their babies. That is literally forcing yourself on someone.
Yeah, so we're gonna skip this vegan song because it's dumb. Oh god, there's a cow or something on the screen. Let's continue on.
If you wanna have pigs for dinner, there's no need to kill them. If you wanna have pigs for dinner, just invite them. Thank you!
I hate that. I absolutely fucking hate that. I hated this TikTok. I have nothing to say to it. It's worthless, but yeah. Let's go on. Oh god.
Hello, veganites.
Oh, vegan.
As you head towards vegan Shangri-La on your journey, I am going to be recommending some products that I have tried.
Why am
and
I
that
watching
I
a
think
product
are pretty
recommendation?
Good. This is what I'm eating. I already took a bite before I grabbed my camera, so I'll just show you quickly. Have some leftover buns here from when we had the Beyond Meat sausages the other day.
Okay. This honestly doesn't seem super cringe. Okay, this was the unironic compilation. I saw something that was like someone fighting with the vegan teacher, and I want to look at that. Let me see if I can find it. She's that vegan teacher. Okay, let me type in homophobic. Let's just see what that's about. Okay, yeah. So Jor Obi. I'm gonna go see if I can find that, because there was like apparently this like back and forth or something that they like do. I don't know if that's right or real. So this is apparently this Jor Obi person has apparently had some very good points back and forth with this vegan teacher, and I want to see if this matches up with some of the points on notes that I took, because on the few videos I watched, I have paper as per usual because I take notes on like everything that I can. So some of the things that I took was, the main takeaway was that her rhetoric doesn't make people want to be vegan. It hurts the cause instead. That's the first thing I came up with. That she gatekeeps veganism, that you can't be a vegan unless you are vegan just like her, otherwise you're not vegan. That she uses the shock imagery and like graphic stuff to try and make her point like PETA, but it actually is not. Oh, John Robert Bell, he's fucking valid. Okay, apparently that's who we're gonna watch, are these two like fighting it out, so I hope he's good with this. She hates religion, apparently. She says she's atheist, but she also has no respect or base understanding of what subscription, Jesus Christ, of what religion even is, and she's made some really awkward statements. You guys are saying she's homophobic. She said the F slur and stuff like that in videos. Her sources that she uses, obviously, like Cowspiracy, Earthlings, all that shit, we just briefly debunked it a little earlier in the stream. And you can't claim to stand for everyone's rights, but then bash, people for asserting their own right to eat meat, be religious, apparently be gay, since that's something she's apparently is not too cool with or whatever. And she sung this song that I saw that was like, if you want to go to heaven, you better be vegan, or telling someone that they're going to hell or something like that because they're not vegan, and that there's no actual like biblical, like the Bible doesn't say that shit. So those are kind of the points I took away from some like the videos I was watching of hers earlier before starting this stream. And so now I'm gonna go ahead and just put the notebook down and let's just kind of react to this. Yeah, so right, Greedy Fox. So she talks about heaven and hell, but she's also claims to be an atheist. It's like when I said this shit's a train wreck, like I absolutely fucking meant this shit, like 400%. So we're gonna just have that with the background vibe, and I think that's a good look. All right, let's go ahead and just pop this open. I think this looks pretty clean. All right, you guys ready? It's time. Everyone, welcome to gay hell. All right, let's go through and see these two apparently arguing. Let's see if the points being made are valid, and what we can hopefully discredit, if anything, and fact check. Let's get to it, guys. It's what we do.
Eat your vegetables!
Oh God, I already hate it here. I'm sorry. This is hell. This is hell. So let's get into it.
Actually, you're not really vegan. You are someone who simply eats.
Hold up. So animals need a bill of rights, and this comment says, I am vegan. I will say let people do what they want to do, and I know I might be vegan, but let them do what they want. And so she's saying this person's not vegan?
Plants. We call that a plant-based person.
What? That they're a plant-based person? Hold up.
A real vegan is somebody who defends animals all the time and talks about their exploitation.
Wait, a real vegan is someone who defends animal exploitation. Okay, let me look up definition of vegan. Let's go ahead and just look at the Google searches. Okay. Definition of a vegan: a person who does not eat any food derived from animals and who typically does not use other animal products. Wow, I cannot speak. Adjective: eating, using, or containing no food or other products derived from animals. Definition of vegans is plant-based diet avoiding animal foods. By Merriam-Webster: who consumes no food such as meat, eggs, or dairy products that comes from animals, one who abstains from using animal products. All right, vegan.com. The word vegan was initially defined as a diet free of animal-based foods. Nowadays, the word's meaning is commonly extended to refer to non-food products such as clothing, cosmetics, and medicine that are made without animal-derived substances. And it adds on, vegans also typically object to exploitative use of animals, from animal testing to rodeos to zoos and dolphin shows. But that is not part of the definition and even the extension of the definition. This is a assumption statement made afterwards. But their own definition from vegan.com is a diet free of animal-based foods, and that's its initial definition. Nowadays, the word's meaning is commonly extended to refer to non-food products. So there we go. So there's that from even vegan.com. Veganism from Wikipedia is the practice of abstaining from the use of animal products, particularly in diet. Okay, I mean, all of this on page 1 seems pretty fucking obvious to me. And yet she says that veganism, you are not a vegan if you don't also actively protest against having pets, apparently, against other people being able to eat meat, that kind of, this is just uncomfy and weird already. But okay, so her own definition doesn't even make sense, but let's continue. Okay.
Actually, you're not really vegan. You are someone who's simply
Oh, is he reacting to this? Is this what this is? Is they just react back and forth? Oh, I feel dumb.
eats plants.
Listen.
We call that a plant-based person. A real vegan is somebody who defends animals all the time.
No. Before I get started, I'm just going to say I don't have any issues with veganism,
I like
whether
this
you're doing it
man
for
already.
nutrition reasons, moral reasons, environmental reasons, whatever. As far as I can tell, there is no societal understanding that says that in order to be a vegan, not only do you not have to eat or use animals or animal byproducts, but you also have to be an animal rights activist or actively try to convert people to veganism. And like I said before, I don't have any issue with vegans in general. But I think that the unnecessary gatekeeping that she's doing, not only in this video, but
I
many
like
of her other
this
videos,
guy.
is doing more harm to her cause than it is good. She's also used her platform around veganism to tell people to change religions, and honestly, that's just messed up. There are so many videos of hers that I want to respond to, so stay tuned.
Okay. I like this guy's points. That's exactly pretty much what I said. Oh. Okay. Joe Roby. I like you already. Blair just found a new fave. I did. Who is this? Why? Like, I'm on the wrong side of TikTok. Like, I'm on a weird fucking side of TikTok. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see this shit. So this is all new for me. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's go on. This is good. This is good. This is good. John Robert Bell. Okay. I like you, John Robert Bell. Do you have social media? I would like to follow you. Most sides of TikTok are weird. I'm on a side of TikTok where they literally, like, throw milk at each other and shit and boil, like, worm on the strings. Like, I'm on a weird side of TikTok. Does anyone know if he's a YouTuber? I don't know. Joe Roby. I'm assuming that's gonna be his thing. Oh, hey, guys, he has a YouTube channel. He only has 42,000 subscribers. I'm gonna subscribe. He's only got 4 videos. So answering your questions, story time, my experience with hazing. I, Joe Roby, respond to the Brandon Robert. I, Joe Roby, respond to that vegan teacher. Okay, so he's got like videos and stuff about this. Okay, cool, cool, cool. He apparently has that. What the fuck is my TikTok? We don't talk about what my TikTok is. we don't talk about that. Her. Right.
Dear John, thank you so much for mansplaining to us, female animal rights.
Mansplaining? Dear God. Yo, I remember this one time my sister went so far into like crazy vegan territory that I tried like explaining something to her one time, and I remember her being like looking at me and go, Blair, you don't have to fucking mansplain it to me. And I was like bitch, how can I mansplain it to you? I'm not a man. It was the funniest fucking thing to me ever, because she did it in front of my whole family, and everyone was just kind of like what? She didn't ever bring it up again. I'll put it that way. Anyway.
As activists, what the definition of veganism is.
Oh my God.
Coming from a carnist like you, golly gee, that sure means a lot.
Coming from a carnist like you, golly gee, that means a lot. Like, babe. I literally just went down the whole first fucking page of multiple definitions of what it means to be vegan, and none of them said your definition. She says the Vegan Society's formal definition. Let me go back up to definition of vegan. And she's Vegan Society. We're going back. Let's go look for Vegan Society, okay? There's Vegan Society. Oh, I read them off. Let's see here. So it says, veganism is a philosophy and way of living which seeks to exclude, as far as is possible and practical, all forms of exploitation of and cruelty to animals for food, clothing, and any other purpose, and by extension promotes the development and use of animal-free alternatives for the benefit of animals, humans, and environment. In dietary terms, it denotes the practice of dispensing with all products derived wholly or partly from animals. Now, in that definition, right there, it still does not say what she wants it to say. It is a very dedicated troll. Okay, her definition says, veganism is a way of living which seeks to exclude as far possible and practical all forms of exploitation of and cruelty to animals for food, clothing, or other purposes. That still does not say that you have to be a fucking psycho crazy activist. Or I don't even want to say this is activism. This is like bullying almost. She has a second TikTok about to be a carnivore. This is weird. Like, she's literally taking the definition and twisting it. It's actually impressive to some degree. Like, you really gotta do a lot of hoops and stuff. I mean, like, she's skinny enough to get through all the hoops, but like, she's going through many of them. Many hoops here. But okay, let's go off.
But you know, we saw the definition differently than you did. We see the Vegan Society definition as encouraging us to speak out for the victims at all times.
Again, that's not what it means.
We also happen, by the way, to speak out.
I hate her background music too.
The LGBTQ+ community, and against all racism, among tons of other things. So, I invite you to think about the female cows who are raped, and their baby boys taken away and murdered, and their baby girls put back into the cycle of violence just so you can have some milk in your coffee. Why not be better?
Eek. 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 This was a lot of eek in reading that and listening to that. I don't know if you guys like...
Better. Be vegan.
Be vegan. Is it rebuttal time?
Dear John.
Yes.
Thank you so much for mansplaining
I like
to
John.
us, female animal rights activists, what the definition of veganism is. Coming from a carnist like you, golly gee, that sure means a lot.
Okay, let's talk about it. First of all, me educating my followers about what the actual definition of veganism is not mansplaining to female animal rights activists. And you can use the Vegan Society's definition of veganism to include philosophy, lifestyle activism, all you want. That's your choice. But simply speaking, there's lots of ways to be vegan. And until society in general decides to include those pieces into the definition of veganism, I'm not going to either. And one last thing. You used graphic imagery to describe how I get the milk to put in my coffee, but I don't drink coffee anymore.
Oh.
And when I did,
That's
I
not
drank
the
it
point I was
black.
making.
Peace out.
Damn, nice way to end that. Yeah, the carnist thing, lol. Vegan does not equal animal rights activist. That's true. Those are two different things. I cannot drink black coffee, but anyone who can, I'm so proud of it. I'm so proud of you guys. If Blair makes it to 20 tangents, do we get a free coffee? If Blair makes it to 20 tangents, then like I probably need to go the fuck to sleep because my brain is like not thinking anymore for the night.
Yes. Here come the carnist feminists, ready to defend the man, as they
What?
pile on the death and all the torture of all the other females in the system. Cows, pigs, chickens.
Okay, so beforehand she was trashing the dude for mansplaining the John guy. And now, if you disagree with her, you are like a trashy feminist protector of the man. It's like she keeps changing the fucking narrative to fit her. Did she just compare women to animals? Did she? Let's go back and listen. Okay, let's listen
Come the
again.
carnist feminists, ready to defend the man, as they pile on the death and all the torture of all the other females in the system. Cows, pigs, chickens. You don't give a shit about them.
Love that. Love that. So did she just compare women to animals? Women are the equivalent as a slaughtered cow, apparently. These goalposts aren't just moving, they're full on plane shifted at this point. That is so fucking true. Yeah, so eating meat is now abetting misogyny, as Mooncake 1427 says. That's the Lord Herpeter. Thus is why I'm a carnist. Woman equal chicken, apparently. This is so bad. This is like embarrassing. And she's like so serious, so stoically proud of herself. She's got her little sweater where she puts the Be Better Be Vegan logo on there, and or whatever the fuck. And look at her, she's got a little hair flip and everything. She's like, yes, look at me. I'm so cool. I'm so good. This is just because she's awful. These kinds of people always change their narrative to fit their needs. She doesn't care as much about this topic as she does about being better than others and feeling superior. That, wrong scissors, what they said right there in the fucking chat, that is the motherfucking tea. That right there. It is not that she cares about the animals or veganism or the movement or anything. She needs to constantly feel the feeling of being fucking better than everybody. It's gross. Like, it's just feelings of being superior, of being able to look down on someone and to make yourself feel better by pushing other people down. And that kind of fucking sucks.
Do you? You're also wrong about the definition of mansplaining. Here it is according to Wikipedia. And you can look at all of these nice stickers from PETA while I read it.
Oh, of course
Mansplaining
they're
is a
PETA
pejorative
stickers.
term meaning to comment on or explain something to a woman in a condescending, overconfident, and often inaccurate or oversimplified manner. Author Rebecca Solnit ascribed the...
Hold up. So she said this dude doesn't know what the word definition of mansplaining is when she was looking about, what was the fucking term we were looking up? Veganism. Thank you. we looked at veganism. We looked at the entire first fucking page, right? Of veganism, and all the definitions, even her own definition, matched with all the other definitions and did not match with her takeaway of it. Just because the thing that you translated it to in your head with the assumptions you made, that does not make it factually accurate, because you stuck the definition, put it in your head, twisted it up, put some fucking gunk on it, and then we're like, well, now this is the definition, and if you don't believe in this definition, you're a piece of shit. That's wrong. That's not factual. That's not accurate. Whoever said she's Karen-splaining, her name is Karen, like legit, for those that do not know, her name is legitimately Karen. She is Karen-splaining. This is so embarrassing. Ugh, I would hate to be her. But I'm not. So let's go ahead and move on. Yeah, the stickers on her laptop are all PETA stickers. This wearing wool hurts sheep thing, that upsets me too. Just the misconception around that as well. Like, that's a conversation for another time entirely.
Phenomenon to a combination of overconfidence and cluelessness, which is exactly what John had. He didn't know the definition.
He's not
just,
clueless.
like all of you,
he said the fucking
terrified of
definition,
veganism
bitch.
And unwilling to change your own habits while pretending you care about the minorities. Be better. Be vegan.
Shut up. Sorry. She's probably
yes. Here come the
Yes,
carnage
John.
feminists.
Yes, go,
Right
John,
and
go.
then.
So as you can see here, she responded to my friend Ashley's comment. And I have to say, I'm a little offended she didn't respond to my well thought out comment with the most number of likes, where I said, LOL. But let's hear how she responds to Ashley saying that I wasn't mansplaining. Roll clip.
You're also wrong about the definition of mansplaining. Here it is according to Wikipedia. And you can look at all of these nice stickers from PETA while I read it. Mansplaining is a pejorative term meaning to comment on or explain something to a woman in a condescending, overconfident,
Drag her
and often
ass,
inaccurate
yes.
or oversimplified manner.
Okay, maybe I wasn't accurate.
Lily over here in the chat saying, you're an old white lady. You are the farthest thing from a minority. That is so fucking true.
Let's go to the dictionary definition of vegan. A strict vegetarian who consumes no food that comes from animals. Also
like
one
that.
who abstains
Hey,
from
we
using
read
animal
that one.
products. Seems like you were the only person being inaccurate. Bye.
I love John. I just want to say, I love John.
Your feet